And on today's video, a 26-year-old university dropout has just siphoned over 11 million from a betting company. Sema boundary violation, and that's our topic today. Welcome back to the Rada Files. I am your host Kamakawa. Yo, Frate. Manze, it is the bitter things in life that matter. Wacha tujue leo boundaries ni nini. Without further ado, tunaanza like this. Damn, bro. Look at this guy. This is the guy that has just siphoned over 11 million from a betting company. Look at his eyes. Critics say that he had an uncanny advantage. What do you think? Just look into his eyes.
Look into my eyes.
So the story is, this guy, SETH MWABE, the main suspect behind the online heists, was arrested at his apartment in Tattoo City. Mind you, Tattoo City is still a developing city, but where most of the wealthy people in Kenya actually live. So these the things that the wealthy people in Kenya are doing. Ama huyo alikuwa tu na ujanja zake. Look at him. Do you think this guy looks like a millionaire? Saa ingine pia image ina matter. Maybe angekuwa amejishape up design fulani, amengaraka suti, amechana nywele. Anyway, we are going to see his reaction. According to preliminary investigation, MWABE single-handedly set up a lethal system that he used to bypass the betting farm service payment provider security systems and succeeded in channeling the funds into his private account bana. A school dropout amewaosha. A school dropout has just scammed a whole organization of a betting company. And they tell you that you actually need school. Do you think that's the case? After he was caught, he had something to say for himself.
This is what I do.
The suspect, 26-year-old SETH MWABE, a Meru University dropout, the main suspect in various fraud cases, with the most recent being the alleged online siphoning of 11.4 million shillings from a major bet farm.
Look at this guy. Look at his hair. This is a millionaire bana, and this is the person who is breaching security systems that are supposed to be well protected and protect your jackpot money, the one you are always investing in, trying to win that lottery. This guy just bypassed it like it's nothing.
According to the Central Region Criminal Investigations Officer Dr. Abraham Mugambi, a refusal by the suspect to grant access to the officers led to a forced entry.
I'm a cybersecurity engineer. So between I'm a cybersecurity engineer. Yes. So this is what I do. This is what you do. Yes.
The guy is a cybersecurity engineer, and this is what he does. Mind you, this guy dropped out of school to do whatever he's doing. After he realized that he can actually test this system in real time, he decided to make a little bit of money for himself, and he actually succeeded bana, because it's not his first time. You can hear what he's saying. This is what I do. In fact, he's making me feel like a gangster. But we react to him feeling like with the shit, man.
You have been this for many years? Since 2017. Since 2017? This is what you have been doing? Yes.
He has done this since 2017. How many years are those? 3 plus 5. For 8 consecutive years, he has been siphoning millions from the pockets of people without them knowing. I think this time he decided just to go big. Ndio akapatikana. Otherwise, this guy will be eating his millions chini ya maji tu without anyone noticing it. Aye.
And you left university, which year? Which year did you leave university? Second year.
An assortment.
Hey, a second year dropout, A second year dropout is actually siphoning. Hey, story, man. I'm telling you, today we are talking about boundaries. If you need to understand something about boundaries, this guy was taught in campus how to breach system. In fact, perhaps he was not even taught how many software or security engineers have we seen that actually are book smart and can't do anything in this system that we live in? This one is someone that is making me wary of the cyber future, the cybernetic future that this universe or this world is projected to be living in the next 20 or even 25 years. Imagine someone can just scheme and walk into the shadows and get your money. I know there are multiple cases, but right now in Kenya, this is the hot story. And on the next person,
Sadia Khan is getting cancelled. This Dubai influencer, who calls herself a high-value woman, has been exposed.
What are you going to do about it? I'll stop it if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day, on your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
day
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
Caught cheating with a married man and revealed as a side piece. Leaked audio
What are you going to do about it? I'll stop it if you have an attitude.
and screenshots of her being clingy only made things worse, showing how fake her image really was.
Becoming a high value woman. Main thing I would say to be a high value woman is that all women want.
She has over 600,000 followers online, many of whom trusted her dating advice. Now, that trust is shattered, and this is why Sadia Khan is getting cancelled.
Sadia Khan, the Dubai influencer who is always telling you to give her money so that she can show you how to be a high value man, looks like she's out here scamming and actually giving that the hack tour thing. She's giving it to married men for some cash, bana. Aish. Sema boundaries breached, Inayo, I don't think she's coming back from this one. Imagine with the way she has bold videos on how as she's advising you on the way to get money. Probably when you give her a call, I heard it's above $8,000. Probably when you give her a call, she's gonna give you some ideologies on how to give that head. That's why I don't actually trust women who will always tell men how to be men. Them themselves, they are not even men. How can someone who has not experienced life as a man tell you how to be a man? God damn.
What happens when your soul rises so high, it stops being seen? When a fan spins fast enough, it disappears. Not because it's gone, but because your eyes can't catch up to its speed. Now imagine you're that fan. When you vibrate high enough, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you stop being reachable to those trapped in lower frequencies. Not ghosting, you're evolving. That's why the noise doesn't touch you anymore. The insults don't penetrate. The drama, it can't find you because you're out of range. And they'll say that you've changed when you really have just ascended. Some people won't feel you anymore. Not because you disappeared, but because they never learned how to rise with you. So next time they say, you're different, smile, because you are. You're no longer broadcasting on their channel. And the truth is, they were never on your frequency anyway.
Whatever this guy is talking about, I think I've read it somewhere. It goes like the principle of vibration, that everything is always in constant motion. Some things are vibrating at a very low state that you actually see them as they are not moving at all, while other things are vibrating at a high vibration that the high vibration is too much to bear with our own limited eyesight, such that we can see those things like they are not vibrating. You get me? I think that's how I can explain it with my little English, bana. I'm just a guy from the village. And that's very true. Whenever you change up your life, most people are just going to wear off. They are just going to shake them off like it was nothing. It is like the attachments you think you had, they didn't really exist. It was just an illusion. And there are other people who you grow with and realize that, wow, I couldn't figure out. You realize like, wow, I couldn't see how this guy was actually important or playing a key role in my life. You see, this is boundary muhimu mse, and let this other person tell it to you clearly.
The name of this book is not important. It's just this particular part that I wanted to highlight. If someone asks you a question you're not comfortable answering, you have options. You may say, that's an interesting question. Why do you ask? When they tell you why they want to know, you'll have a clearer picture about their intentions and can decide on how to respond if you decide to respond at all. I'm sorry, that's not something I discuss, is a solid stop reply. Or, I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Then stop talking, change the subject, or excuse yourself politely and walk away. Some clever people may ask, what did you say you did for a living? When they know full well you haven't mentioned it, feel free to say, I didn't. Americans have a bad habit of asking people what they do for a living upon initial introduction. A good response to this is to keep your reply vague by saying, I'm in the entertainment business, and continue by saying, but my real passion is Egyptian history. Chances are the person will take the hint and ask you about Egyptian history. You can talk about Tut briefly and then ask about their passion or interest. Maintaining your privacy can be simple. Don't talk about it. Don't put it in writing. Don't post it on the internet. And I feel like this is a topic that people are uncomfortable about because they feel like, well, how do I be private and still like maintain relationships and still be outgoing and still talk to people? And I think it's just like he said, you can be talkative, you can speak with people, you can build relationships, but you can also still set boundaries. If there's something that you don't want to talk about, you don't have to talk about it. And there are polite ways that you can phrase things so that you don't have to talk about it. Like I don't know if I would say, like if somebody said, oh, what did you say you did for a living? I don't know if I would say I didn't, because that's kind of like, ooh, that's a little rude. But I like the way that he phrases, oh, well, if somebody asks you a question that you don't want to ask, you say, oh, that's an interesting question. Why do you ask that? Because it gives you an opportunity to understand sincerely why they're asking it, and then in you understanding their potential intention behind the question, then you can gauge whether or not you actually want to answer it or whether or not you want to take that conversation and direct it in another way. And I also like the part where he threw in like vaguely mentioning, if you're not comfortable telling a person what you do for a living, whatever the case may be, vaguely mentioning like, oh yeah, I'm in the entertainment business, but my real passion is this, because then it drags the focus to what you're passionate about, and now you can lead the conversation in that regard. Now, there are some other things in here, but I really just wanted to do the little privacy bit, so.
The name of this book is The Old Money by Byron Tooley. I hope you have gotten that name. If you want to indulge in the book, that is the name of the book. On the other side, this is not only information for the American people, bana. This is information for everyone watching this video. Most people are always nosy, putting their nose into other people's business. And this book illustrates how you can deal with those kinds of people. Me, I've gotten a point from that book. Whenever someone will now ask me, hey, what do you do for a living? Hey, by the way, you guys subscribe, bana, so that I may tell people that, yeah, I run a media company where we deal with information curation, with the curation of information. That makes sense, I think that's a very good title, Anyway, like and subscribe, bana. I'm not a very well-traveled person. I wouldn't say that I am an outgoing guy. But due to the internet, I have come across very many things, and due to the English language, I have been able to understand a lot of these things that I come across, because I was equipped with these certain skills. These certain skills, coupled together with the internet, they have helped me open up my mind. They have helped me develop my form of communication, even though I know I am not communicating like mse mwenye ako sophisticated. At the end of the day, I know you all understand me, and it's because of you guys that this channel is growing, bana. Without further ado, YouTube thinks you might be interested in the video on your screen at the moment. Click on that video. I'm waiting to see you on the next one.